Hey everybody, welcome to another video. Got another game pickups video here. Not actually that long after the last one. I've been on a bit of a spending spree. So you can see here I've got 6 games, 3 PlayStation 3 games, 1 PS2 game, and 2 PS4 games. I've got a PS4 game that way 'cause it's one of those like slip sleeves, and it's basically got the name of the game on both sides, so I have to do it that way. So I'm not spoiling anything unless you've seen the top. I did have it quite low there, so maybe you've seen the top. That would totally ruin everything. Anyway, guys, well, let's get on with it, shall we? Including a very expensive PlayStation 2 game. I finally caved in and bought that. So we'll get to that later on. But the first one I got, we'll start off with the PS4 games and work our way down. The first one I got here is a game I've been wanting to play for a real long time. It's my favourite game series of all time. I've been really looking forward to playing it. And I got it for £22 because the cover's a little bit damaged. The cover's kind of got a bit of water damage on it. So that was really the only reason why it was £22. It was a Resident Evil Village. I don't know if you'll see it on camera, but there's a bit of water damage on the cover there. And like a bit there where it's like torn on the inside. But there's that. Not incredibly impressed with the back. It's not too revealing, is it? It's not great, but yeah, it's Resident Evil, so oh god. That wasn't meant to happen. What the hell? I don't know how that's out, but disc's mint condition. With a code for reverse. You guys can have it. Like, I don't care. Like, I don't even know what it is, reverse. I think it's like some online thing. It's not for me. So if you can see the code, you can use it if you want. Unless it's already been used, because I did get it second hand. Resident Evil Village. So I'm actually tempted to make a separate video on this, going into like spoilers. Because it's the kind of game I want to talk about, but I don't want to give away too much. All I can say is I do think it's a good game. Like, I'm not really into like the werewolf like thing because they're kind of like werewolves, and I like the setting. For me, it's not amazing. Like when you're in the snow and that, it kind of reminds me a little bit of Skyrim. You're in first person after all, so yeah, I'm still not a big fan of like Resident Evil in first person. Like I did like Resident Evil 7, but again, first person is just not really for me. I don't really like the main character, Ethan. I just think he's a really boring character. Like I just think they should bring back like Leon or Chris or Claire or Jill or bring back some of those characters to play as Barry Burton, any of those. I just think Ethan's a little bit boring, but I do think the gameplay is a lot of fun. The boss battles are cool. Like the thing I heard about most from this game is people just like drooling over like Lady Dimitrescu, the big vampire lady that's 9 foot tall. I personally don't see it. Like I'm not big into like vampires or 6 foot tall women, but or 9 foot tall women. So I don't really see the appeal, apart from the fact that she's got big assets. I don't know. She's not for me, but I guess it's for somebody. She's really popular for that. I don't think she's like an amazing villain or anything. I just think she's there for fan service, and I'm guessing it's working for most people. But I do like how it's got kind of like elements of Resident Evil 4. How it brought back like the things like your currency. Basically kill enemies, you can like pick up currency to like spend on like upgrading weapons and buying weapons from the Duke. So I like that. Again, feels very like Resident Evil 4. So I'm almost at the end. I've put about 6 hours into the game in 2 sittings. And I've just got through like the werewolf den for anyone that's played this game. So I think I'm on like the last quarter of the game. And like I say, I do think it's good. It is quite creepy. I didn't really like the werewolf den kind of thing. It was way too action heavy for me. But I do like it because it's got a lot of like Resident Evil 4 like feels to it, which I really like. I still think Resident Evil 4 is like easily the best of the action like Resident Evil games. I just had like the perfect balance for me. And it was over the shoulder, which I prefer to first person for like horror games, but yeah, it's just me. The other PS4 game I got for, I think it was about £17. And again, I have been looking forward to getting. I've just been a little bit sceptical at paying like the £17 for it, but I've seen this 30th anniversary edition, so I decided to grab it. And it is a Team Sonic Racing 30th anniversary. So yeah, really the thing that put me off this game was a lot of people were saying it's very like bare bones, like compared to like the Sega and Sonic All-Star Racing games on the PS3. But yeah, I've been looking forward to trying it out. It does look absolutely beautiful, and it comes with that like 30th anniversary like art book, which is obviously really really awesome. I won't say it's. I think some of this is in the Sonic Mania thing, I think. But yeah, you got like Sonic Adventure and stuff, Sonic Heroes, Unleashed, and like Team Sonic Racing. So yeah, it's got a lot of cool art stuff. I love these little art books, they're cool. Like I say, I think some of it is quite similar to like the Sonic Mania one, but it's still cool to have. And that came complete. And again, mint condition as well. So yeah, it's basically like your normal cover. So yeah, like I put about 2 hours into this last night because it only like arrived yesterday, and yeah, I think it's pretty good. It just started off a little bit slow. Just like I like how it's like more of a team aspect game, like you're racing teams in like the story mode. So like if you're like play as Sonic, you've obviously got Tails and Knuckles in your team. Whereas if you play as Amy, you've got Big and Chow for some reason. Yeah, I guess Cream the Rabbit's like too young to drive cars or something. I have no idea. But yeah, like I do really like this game. Like I say, it does feel bare bones. Like obviously you're stuck with the Sonic characters rather than like all the Sega characters. So I do think it's gonna have less characters. I think there's, from what I can see in the menus, only like 12 characters, which is quite low. I'm not really sure how many tracks will be in the game, but like the tracks that I've played so far are absolutely beautiful to look at, gorgeous, music's phenomenal, and yeah, like I'm really enjoying it. So the team aspect's cool. Like you have to like work as a team. So like if you're like first, and say like you pick up like a rocket like power up, there's like nobody in front of you, so you don't really have any use for that power up. You can actually give it to one of your like teammates. So I really like that aspect, and the same thing can happen if like your partners are winning. They can actually give you items to like help you like boost up, like turbos and things. So I really like that aspect of the game. So yeah, I do think it's good. I don't think it's it's not as good as like the Sonic and Sega All Stars Racing Transformed on PS3, but I do still think this game's pretty good from what I've played so far. Like I say, only 2 hours, but I do think it is quite fun. Just have a little bit of concern about it being a bit basic, but you do unlock like vehicle customizations, so I do like that, and like change like the colour and that of your car, so I really like that aspect. So that was cool. Also got like characters that weren't in like the previous games. You've got like Silver the Hedgehog, which I really like his car because it kind of like glows. Like that'll be really good. I've not played as someone in like a dark kind of area, but I'm guessing that like glow in the dark looks freaking awesome. So I really like playing Silver for that regard. So yeah, we'll go on to the PS2 game that I spent a lot of money on, and I did make a little bit of an error. Like I didn't totally read the description, I guess. But it's arrived in German. Like the manual and the back cover is in German, which obviously I didn't want it in German, but it is what it is. I didn't read the listing. Like I bought the game, and like the day after I looked at the listing again, and I noticed it said manual in back of the box in German. So it's like, oops. But anyway, I'm still happy to have the game. Silent Hill 3. We finally cave in and bought this for £30. You can see any of the back there, but yeah, it's German. But the listing was listed as sublime condition. I don't know about that, but it does come with a manual, again in German. The disc, it's got a bit of writing. I don't know if you can see that. It's got like black like numbers at the front, which isn't really an issue. You can hardly even see it, to be honest. It kind of blends in with the black and red. And the disc, it does have quite a few like minor scratches. Again, like they don't look deep or anything, but the only thing I'm a bit annoyed about is it was listed as Sublime, so I expected it to be in a lot better condition. But like I was a little bit tempted to like send it back, but I decided to put it in and play it, and I was absolutely loving the game, so I just thought I'll keep it. It seems to be working fine. I've not left feedback yet because I'm just going to wait until I've actually completed the game, and then I'll leave feedback just to make sure it does actually work all the way through. But yeah, I'm really loving this game. 7L free, absolutely tremendous. Everybody loves this game, I'm sure. I don't know, for me it does have like moments that are creepier than Silent Hill 2. I don't think, like, I really like Heather. I think she's a great character. She's very likeable. She does seem quite miserable, but you can kind of understand, especially what she goes through in this game. She goes through a lot. So I really feel sorry for Heather. Heather's great. Bit of a badass, female character. Yeah, I don't think it's got the characters of like Silent Hill 2, because Silent Hill 2 had amazing characters. The music's good in this game as well. Again, I don't think it's on par with Silent Hill 2 for the music, but I still really like the music. Boss fights so far seem really, really good. I think it's easier to navigate in this game. I don't think I'm getting lost in this game as much as what I did in Silent Hill 2, because Silent Hill 2 got quite confusing at times. I mean, this does have its moments, but not as bad as 2. But yeah, really enjoying it. I'm about 4 hours into the game, so probably over halfway. And I'm really, really enjoying it. Amazing stuff. Can't really beat Silent Hill for atmosphere. It's amazing. It really puts you on the edge of your seat. So yeah, we'll get through the PS3 games. This was a charity shop pickup, so I'm going to go for this one quick because I've not really put much time into it. Medal of Honor Airborne for £3. So yeah, finally got a bit of luck in charity shops. Really not had much luck at all recently. So it was good to actually get a game from a charity shop. It's actually a good price. This is actually like a £6-7 game. For some reason, like it's a really early game. Pretty chunky manual with your official gaming guide for EA as well, which is cool. Really, really good shape. Like, you can tell by like the cover and that it's really shiny. Like, it's been well looked after. And yeah, discs mint. So yeah, I've been looking to get this one for a while. I do quite like Medal of Honor, but I don't know, this one seems quite dated, to say the least. It seems quite blooming challenging. Like the first like mission I was in, I died like 3 or 4 times, so I didn't really get far into the game. So yeah, I'm happy to have it. Not a game I'm in a rush to play through, but I'm definitely happy to have it. I'm happy to pay £3 rather than £6 or £7. And this one I've completed already for, was it £6 or 5? I think it was £6. Rayman Origins. So if you know me, I'm very up and down with Rayman. I like Rayman 2 and I like Rayman Legends. I didn't like Rayman 1, it was frustrating as hell. Didn't like Rayman 3 because it was boring. Didn't like Rayman Revelations because it was Rayman 2, but just lacked the charm of Rayman 2. So thought I would give this one a go. It doesn't come with a manual. But disc is, again, mint condition. People looking after these PS3 games. So yeah, it's obviously on the same like style of gameplay as Rayman Legends. So if you like Legend, there's a pretty high chance you'll like this. I don't know, for me, there was a few levels that I really liked. I liked the underwater levels; they were really, really cool. And I also really liked the fire levels. It was kind of like Mexican style levels. It was like Mexican, like kind of like foods and stuff in the background, and obviously a lot of like fire and ice as well. So I'm getting distracted. Southampton scored against Man United. I'm watching the football. Is it Che Adams getting son? Anyway, But you're getting distracted again. So yeah, if you like Legends, you'll like this. It gets really challenging later into the game, like really tough. But luckily, same with Legends, you don't actually have lives, so you just go back to like your checkpoint when you die. So it's forgiving in that regard. But yeah, this game gets pretty damn tough. So yeah, Origins, I like this game. I think I prefer Legends, and I definitely prefer Rayman 2. But I still think it's worth worth a playthrough. There's some levels that there's like a desert kind of like style level. I didn't like the deserts; they were really annoying. You had to like go up and down in like wind chutes and things. It was quite frustrating. And yeah, the last, sorry, Ronaldo and Bruno Fernandes are whinging about something as usual. The last game I got for PS3 was Marvel Ultimate Alliance for £4, I think, really cheap. Again, I think this is like a £10 game. This was listed again as like like new condition. I was a bit worried because see the case is quite battered, it's quite scratched at the top, so I was a little bit worried. But the disc itself is actually mint condition, so yeah, I was actually quite surprised. I was getting a bit worried, but it's actually really good. There's got a paper to say thank you for shopping with us, kind of thing. Really big manual, which I like to see. In fact, there's actually a game that I picked up that I've actually forgot to mention, so I'll have to go and get that. Yeah, this game for me, like I do like Marvel, like most of the, well, like quite a lot of the movies, like Iron Man. But I didn't actually like Iron Man. I thought Iron Man was quite overrated. But I like the Avenger movies. I like Guardians of the Galaxy, stuff like that. They're really good movies. I like the Thor movies. Some I think are a bit overrated. Like Captain Marvel, I think is quite overrated. I'm not really big into the like Captain America first and third film. I like the second Captain America film. That was pretty good. What else did I like? I didn't like the Hulk Marvel movie. I thought that was quite boring. I don't like the Marvel Spider-Man movies. I don't know, I just think they're quite boring. I like Spider-Man 2, like the original like Sam Raimi trilogy. I do like Spider-Man 2. I think that's pretty decent, but I didn't like the Tom Holland ones. I think they're quite boring to me. Just really couldn't get into them. But yeah, it's like an action like RPG. Like you level up your characters. Massive cast of characters. You start off with like Wolverine, Spider-Man, Iron Man, and Thor, I believe. But once you beat the first level, you can unlock more. You can like play as like Deadpool, Black Widow. I know Black Widow's in the game. I think she's an unlockable character. Yeah, who else is there? There's a load of characters that you can unlock basically. More like X-Men characters, I think, as well. So yeah, I'm looking forward to giving this more of a shot. I don't think it's aged very well. Like the frame rate's pretty slow. Like the gameplay is really slow, but it does have the Marvel charm to it, which I really like. So anyway, guys, hold on. I'm gonna go and get that game. Hold on, because it's one of the best games. And we're back. So yeah, I can't believe I forgot about this. This is like one of the best games out of this bundle, probably, along with Silent Hill 3 and probably Resident Evil Village, probably. Shovel Knight, which is a game I'm wanting again for a very long time. I know I say that a lot. I've been wanting loads of games for a very long time, but I really have for this one. And I got this one for about £11. So yeah, Shovel Knight. Let's get shoveling. So you can tell it's very like retro style. It's kind of like an NES game or something, like that kind of style, or Super Nintendo or something. See, it comes complete. Very good condition. This was listed as like new, and yeah, I can't really complain. Huge manual, and oh my freaking god, look, a coloured manual. Wow. Again, it's quite rare you get manuals nowadays. Not to mention like colour manuals, but yeah, it's fully in colour. So yeah, cool, very good. Love stuff like this, and yeah, discs mint condition as well. So yeah, I'm looking forward to playing this, but I did have like a massive worry about this game. I thought this game was going to get extremely difficult, and it's challenging, but it's not like challenging in like a really frustrating way. I feel like when you die in this game, it's your fault. You know, it's not like unfair like bullshit kind of like deaths and difficulty. I think the difficulty is actually quite fair, and you know, it's not like a game you get lives either. You get checkpoints through the level, and I think checkpoints are quite lenient until like the later levels. Then they do get a little bit more, you know, further spread. But I do think the game is quite lenient while being challenging. So I think it's got a really good balance of that. And so you just go around playing the Shovel Knight here, with your shoveling enemies, jumping on enemies with your shovel, and you know, going through these like very beautiful, colourful levels. Very good variety of levels as well. Like obviously you got your ice level, your kind of like fiery kind of level, kind of like a laboratory level, an underwater level. Some really good level designs. Really, the first level, the forest level, is probably my favourite one, just because it was quite easy. You could breeze through it quite easily once you know what you're doing, and the music was amazing. That's probably my favourite like soundtrack. The first level, very good like 8-bit, you know, 8-bit style music. Very you know, visually appealing and also appealing on the ears, the music. But yeah, I really love these visuals. Like I do love how a lot of games are actually going back to like, you know, retro style graphics, because I don't know, I just think they're really good. They seem to age very well. Like they don't look dated or anything. They look like retro, but a modern retro. Very good. So I've beat this game and I absolutely loved it. I thought it was a phenomenal game, and I'd happily you know play through it again. I've unlocked New Game Plus, so I might go back and you know play through it again, and with my upgraded character and see what happens with that. It's probably going to be quite easy with my upgraded character, but I don't know. Maybe they'll throw like a span in the works. Maybe they'll make bosses harder or something. Maybe I don't know. But anyway, guys, yeah, thanks for watching, guys. Hope you guys have enjoyed this. Let me know what you think of any of these games. Let me know what you've been picking up recently or playing recently. And yeah, I might go on a little bit of a hiatus for like pickup videos, because we're doing a bit of a spending spree. So, but anyway, guys, yeah, thanks for watching, guys. Catch you all later. See you guys.